There you are, ... the forgotten, the whispers, the silent souls that society tried to bury and erase. Gather around, because tonight I'm telling a tale. A tale not of ghosts who were born in shadows, but made that way by the cold, dismissive hand of society. You know, the ones, the people who throw you aside like yesterday's news, only to later wake up trembling, haunted by the sound of a name they... That's the beauty of it. They brushed you off, tossed you away, as if you were just a speck in the tapestry of their oh so important lives. They rolled their eyes, snickered, and thought, this one barely worth a thought. They carried on, oblivious, convinced you were nothing more than a whisper in the wind, a momentary inconvenience they'd never reckon with. But they were so very wrong. When they discarded you, they fed a fire that simmered quietly deep within, waiting for the right moment to ignite and blaze into a force they never saw coming. They thought you were harmless, a flicker easily snuffed out. Yet now, in the quiet of their lives, your name haunts them, chilling them to the bone. Why? Because you've become the very embodiment of everything they fear, the thing they wanted to pretend didn't exist. People, they have this funny habit of underestimating what they can't understand. They push you aside, tell you you're irrelevant, that you'll never be more than what they see. What they fail to grasp is that rejection isn't an end, it's a rebirth. Every dismissal taught you something new, something darker, something unbreakable. They didn't know they were fueling a force, a relentless presence that now lingers in the shadows, quietly laughing as they scramble, trying to erase the name that has etched itself into their minds. Tell me, have you ever seen that look? The look they get when they realize their indifference, their arrogance, has come back to haunt them. That flash of horror, the dawning realization that the person they brushed aside is now standing before them. Unstoppable, undeniable. There's nothing quite like it. Because you didn't disappear. You didn't vanish into thin air like they hoped. No, you clawed your way out of the darkness they tried to bury you in, fueled by every sneer, every snicker, every second they thought you didn't matter. You took that dismissal, that insignificance, and wore it like armor. They pushed you into the abyss, but they didn't realize they were giving you the perfect vantage point to rise, fiercer and more powerful than they could ever imagine. And now they see you everywhere. Your name is a whisper, lingering in every room they walk into, every mirror they look at, a haunting echo that won't let them rest. Sweet irony, isn't it? Because you didn't need their approval or their validation. All you needed was their doubt, their indifference, their arrogance. And with each laugh, each eye roll, they handed you the very power they thought they held over you. Now they watch in silence as you stride through the world, fearless, unbreakable. Their laughter has faded, replaced by a tense, quiet fear. And you get to watch them live with the knowledge that they were the architects of their own haunting. They thought they could discard you, that your spirit would crumble under their weight, that you'd be erased with a simple flick of their wrist. But here you are, standing tall, stronger than ever, a force that refuses to be forgotten. The truth is, when they tried to bury you, they didn't realize they were planting the very seeds of your rebirth. They thought their silence was a weapon, a final blow. What they failed to see was that every moment of indifference, every cold shoulder was shaping you, sharpening you. Now, when they walk through the world, they see shadows, glimpses of you in every corner, every hallway, every place they once felt safe. Their confidence has turned to unease. They sense your presence, an unbreakable reminder that they didn't destroy you, they unleashed you. And here's the beautiful irony, they were the ones who gave you this power. With every dismissal, they added a layer to your resilience. They built walls they thought would contain you, only to find you transformed, slipping through every crack. Now you move like a storm, silent but undeniable, sweeping through the places they thought they controlled. They wanted you gone, erased, a footnote. Instead, you're the headline, the story they can't escape. Can you see it now? The way they avoid certain glances, the nervous shuffles, the quiet hesitations. They've come to realize that they didn't just ignore you, they created you. They can't look in the mirror without seeing the scars of their own making. Every time they turned away, they fortified you. Every laugh at your expense, every cold remark was a brick laid in the foundation of a fortress they could never breach. So now, let them feel it. Let them live with the reality that they didn't merely overlook you, they built the very strength that now stands before them. They wanted you small, insignificant, erased from memory. But you didn't just survive. You thrived. And now, as they look over their shoulders, glancing into the shadows, they know you're not just a memory, you're a reckoning.